Hello, everybody! Welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways. A homestead in the desert. Here comes Cinnamon running right over as soon as she heard me. She's the photo bomber. She wants to get into every video. So, today, I took an easy day. But one of my neighbors, I think I mentioned it yesterday, had given me a little Whirly-gig unit that they've had for a long time, but it's been broken, and asked if I could possibly fix it for them. So I didn't come out too early because it was very hot today, and I was running the air conditioning and the ceiling fans all day long in the cabin with all the windows and shades all pulled shut so the sun wouldn't beat on things and warm things up in there. And I kept it down to a comfortable temperature in there. I actually got to take a nice comfortable nap in the cool cabin. And I just checked a little while ago. I still got 94% of my battery power. I was watching from say around noontime or so when I got up to have some quick snack, which I just had some Honey Nut Cheerios with milk, and that tided me over. So tonight I'll be having a good supper, and then I'll be fine. And tomorrow's food shopping day, so got to get that done. Anyway, let's get back to the Whirly-gig. Here it is, right here. I made this little fan for the front of it, and it's made in this specific shape for the reason of being able to handle the high winds out here and not turn too quickly in the wind. And why? Well, what I had to do is I had to braze the stand back onto it. And then, let's see if I can find a place to set this. That might work. Okay. So what happens is when the wind blows, it'll rotate this fan, and the guy bends over and kisses the girl with flowers behind his back. So I had it outside earlier, and I'll actually, I'll add at the end of the whole video here today, I'll add this thing outside in the wind doing its thing. It's back to working. She's missing an arm, and I know it's inside of the base here, but I didn't want to braze it back on here and burn up all of the original painting that's on this antique, because it is an antique. And I also found inside of there a black plastic bottle cap. It's around here somewhere, but I think somebody just set the cap up on here and the wind blew it inside. And there was a bunch of dirt inside of it and that stuff, desert dirt. So I cleaned that all out, and it's back to working. So they'll pick this up tomorrow and get it back to where they're going. And I did tell them that if the winds are going to be really strong, they should have a piece of string tied right here on the base, and just bring it up and wrap it around one of the fan blades and tie it off with a simple knot. Because we do have really super high winds, and this is not on any bearings or anything. It's just metal on metal, so it will end up wearing through in the long run. But if you protect it from the really super high winds, the 30 mile an hour stuff we get, I would say anything above 25, I'd be putting a string on there to keep it from spinning. So I made that out of a piece of scrap galvanized I had laying around. And back to working just fine. Pretty cool. So that was one of the things I did. The other thing was I did pick up some stuff and clean it, and I had a little fire going earlier. Burnt off some stuff. You can see dogs all laying around here. They just finished having their supper. Of course, here's Cinnamon photobombing again. And Blackie came back late this morning after breakfast, and he's all wet. I don't know where he got into water, but he found somewhere to get wet. So they like this area this afternoon because the breeze comes from that direction, blows right through here, and they get the shade and they can lay down and stay cool. So that's about it. Got to get my shooting range all cleaned up and put back into order too. From all the high winds, everything is all blown around, and some of the things fell off of the stand and that stuff. So I'll get that all put back together again. Anyway, Dr. Blackie was licking one of the sores on my leg. While I was just standing there. I went over to my neighbor's the other day, and I was going to bring that drywall square. I set it there while I closed up the shop and forgot to bring it with me. Isn't that something? Anyway, that's about all I have for today, everybody. It's going to be a short video. I just wanted to get that out. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of things I wanted to do today, but we've got the neighborhood barbecue thing going on Sunday, and tomorrow I'll have to go to the supermarket and pick up a few things to make my famous onion dip, and carrots and celery sticks, and some ruffled potato chips to dip on it. And I think I've got enough styrofoam containers here where I can put a little bowl of the dip in each one of the styrofoam containers, and then put some chips and vegetables around the outside of that, and then put one on each table, so each table has some chips and dips and celery sticks and carrot sticks. So, Cloudy Day didn't want to eat her supper today, but when I brought out the chews afterwards, boy, she was right there in front line. She wanted those. I guess it's just too hot, and she's not into eating dry kibble when it's this hot. Of course, I did have some rice mixed in with it all. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it a day. Hey, that's a day. We got some clouds around. Humidity was a little high today. I think I saw it at 43% at one point. That's high. And we've been in the single digits all year. But that's all. Thank you all for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.